Hi guys, welcome back to another review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class KUP. So here he is in his Cybertronian truck mode, and it looks really nice. I like how it's all, they kind of figured out to get it all kind of closed off from the top, and I like how, you know, everything just kind of fits together. So I do appreciate them for doing that. I do have some nice kind of detailing in there in the window. I believe that is a silver panel, and then this is obviously just a kind of transparent blue piece, and then you got a nice Autobot symbol right there. You do have some more on the sides here, so, and you got some like kind of like a lighter-ish kind of greenish blue back here on that side, and then kind of all throughout like the wheels here and this section. So he is very tiny. It is a very kind of like low and squat truck. That doesn't bother me. I just figured I'd point it out. This is the underside. You see his legs and his arms, his crotch, and that's about it for kibble. As far as accessories go, you do get a blaster, which looks very nice. Looks like KUP's blaster. You have a tab right there, so if you want to, you can take it and store it like right in there. So you have that. And then you also have his little Energon goodie dispenser that he uses in the movie. I have heard complaints that people wish this was a purple piece, which I kind of agree. I kind of wish it was, but I mean, it's I take this accessory and I just toss it to the side. I don't really care for this, but you can store this as well. You can take it and plug it in on the other side over here. Just take it and plug it into the side like that. So you can store everything if you wanted to. But first size comparison, since I have them over here, here is the Studio Series 86 Blur, and here's the Studio Series 86 Jazz in his car mode. Let me get his gun out the way. But there's your comparisons. So, but as far as KUP's vehicle mode goes, though, that's about it. So I suppose we'll get down to the transformation. So first thing you do is just take off his accessories, kind of put those off to the side. Then you kind of come back here, take his hands and kind of untab them from up top there, kind of split them, take them and kind of untab them, which can be kind of a bit of a pain. Kind of, there we go. Untab them, untab them. You take these panels and bring them up. Then you want to take these panels, untab them from the wheel wells, and then take them and shift them back, and they will tab in to the back of the leg, like so. And you want to do the same thing on this side, just kind of bring this out, bring it down, tab it in. So you have that all done. And then you can bring his arms up. You want to take this section, kind of come in here and untab this, kind of bring the legs down, bring the arms up, kind of bring them out. Then you want to take this whole front section and bring it forward, so that way it gets straightened out here and it forms his chest and his crotch. So you have that going on. I want to take this, bring this down, take the wheels and fold them in. You want to take this section here and fold this in, and then there's two tabs here that'll tab into the two slots right here, which on my copy don't necessarily. Oh, okay, never mind. I lied. Now that it's gonna make me a liar. Sometimes these tabs do not like to stay in, but of course now that it's gonna make me a liar. But okay, just tab it into the back like so. You can then take his arms, and there is a slot here that'll go into a tab, or a tab here that'll go into a slot right in there. And take that, bring that down. Then you want to take his arm and shift it up to fill in that gap, and then you have an arm all done. Then you can bring down this arm, tab it in, bring this panel, bring that section up. You then want to take the leg, take this panel, fold it down, and then for vehicle mode, you can see how the leg is at an angle because it'll just tab in to the slot right there for truck mode. For robot mode, you just want to take it, straighten it out, and then flip this back up. Then you have his leg straightened out. Got that leg straightened out, and then you want to come to the bottom here and flip out his feet, flip out his toes. And there you have the Studio Series 86 KUP fully transformed and in his robot mode. And if I can get him to stand, there we go. I think he looks pretty good. I do like how he looks. He looks very KUP-y. So looking closer on the head sculpt, get the hair out the way. I do like his head sculpt. He does. Unfortunately, I do have a little bit of like a blemish on mine right there. But other than that, he looks okay. He kind of looks upset. Like, he kind of looks a little sad. Like, I get what they were going for, but if you do look closer, he looks kind of upset, like he's about to cry. He's like, oh, Prime's dead. I mean, face sculpt looks alright. As the actual head sculpt, though, I do like his helmet and whatnot. And you have that same detail from the vehicle mode. And then his arms, got some orange detail here and on the crotch. And the legs is just kind of what you saw in truck mode. So, coming up the back, I think he does have a pretty clean transformation. You just have a little bit of truck kibble here and up here. But overall, I think he does clean up very, very nicely. So, as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint. So you can kind of do what you want with it. The arms can do a full 360. They can go in and out. He does have a bicep swivel. The elbow can bend way over 90 degrees, and I believe he doesn't have a wrist swivel, which I don't really mind wrist swivels, but like you could have easily given KUP a wrist swivel. That is actually kind of, I don't understand. Like you could have given him a wrist swivel. He does have a waist swivel, so that's nice. The legs can go forward that far. They can go back that far. They can go out that far. And these panels don't like to stay tabbed in. I mean, you can see when I bring the arm up. Yeah, but again, that's just an issue on my copy. But he does have a thigh swivel. He does have 90 degrees of bend at the knee. And he does have ankle tilt. So I'm glad they gave him the ankle tilt at least. I mean, come on. You could have given him wrist swivels. But as far as his accessories go, he can hold his little Energon goodie dispenser. You just plug it into his hand, and you can hold that like so. Looks pretty good. And you can also give him his weapon. So, his little pea shooter pistol. So, looks nice. But the other feature you can do, and I gotta get Hot Rod out for this, but just to kind of complete the look, but kind of get Hot Rod and get his little welding torch out. And I'm sure most of you know where I'm going with this, but you can take KUP and you can rip his arms and his legs off. So you can have an armless and a legless KUP. So you can kind of have Hot Rod. If you have Studio Series 86 Hot Rod, you can kind of have him like fixing KUP. So, because, you know, they gave him this welding torch and they made it so you can take his legs off. So if you wanted to, you can do that. And I believe there is a DNA design upgrade kit coming out that gives him like actual kind of like oil or energon or whatever you want to call it that's actually leaking from his limbs. So that's pretty cool. But something funny that I like to do, and if you paid attention to the thumbnail, you know what I'm about to do, but I like to take his legs and plug him into here, and take his arms and plug him into his legs, and then kind of give him his gun, and you could kind of make him like a goompy, kind of give him a goompy little weird mode. I don't know, I just find this really funny. So yeah, there's that. But let me get his arms and legs back into the right places. And these joints aren't really loose, so you don't have to worry about them like falling off. So I'm glad that they kind of made it so that his you know, these pegs and whatnot aren't loose, so KUP's just not walking around with his, you know, limbs falling off. So thank you for doing that at least. Let me give him his gun back. But as far as Studio Series 86 KUP goes, I actually really do like him. I think he's a very, very solid figure. I don't own, and I've never have owned, the Power of the Primes version, but I've seen pictures of that one compared to this one, and in my mind, this one is so much better. But, oh, I forgot comparisons. I guess here he is with a Scourge. Let me get that, you know, there's Scourge, and then, also here's Hot Rod, so you can see how they look together. Almost forgot to do comparisons, but there's that. So, but yes, as far as KUP goes, I do like him. The head sculpt is a little weird, I'll admit, but it doesn't really bother me. It's not as bad as Blur's, and we'll get to that. But no, I do recommend the figure. So if you can get one, I'd say pick it up. So I do have an Instagram. I will leave the @ in the description if you guys want to follow me on that. But that's going to be about it for the review. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.